Hey guys, so I wanted to share something with you. Um, I am planning a study abroad trip, or I have planned a study abroad trip to Quito, Ecuador, and I was planning on doing this trip 100% raw vegan, and I was really excited about it because I really wanted to see what my body would feel like um, eating local tropical fruits, or fairly local. So I decided to go on this trip about 5 months ago. I was kind of just getting into the raw vegan diet. I was doing some experimenting. Occasionally, I'd try to do white potatoes or brown rice or something like that. And I'd feel so sick on those things that I'd give them up. But I still kind of had them in my mind as a backup plan. Like, if there's absolutely, like, like you do everything you can to stay raw, and then if there's a situation where you have to eat rice and potatoes, it's not the end of the world. So when I wrote to ask my teacher if I could make a raw vegan diet work, um, I established I want to eat only fruits and vegetables. I'm willing to be an active participant in the process. I'm willing to take taxis to where I need to go. I'm willing to do my own food, whatever. I just want to make it work because this lifestyle for me is it's just where it's at. I feel like you either spend your life cultivating health or trying to escape sickness. Um, so I'm all about the high carb raw vegan lifestyle. And so what I included in that email is I've been in contact with friends in Ecuador. They say it's not hard to eat raw in Ecuador. They can make it work pretty easy. But I also mentioned, I said I am quote unquote perfectly all right with eating rice and potatoes if there is no ripe fruit available. And for me, what I meant was if we're out in the Amazon and it's day 4 and there's no fruit around, if I have one rice and potatoes meal in the whole trip, that's okay. But everybody else took it to mean that I'm okay eating rice and potatoes so that they could tell the family this guy eats fruit, vegetables, and rice and potatoes. And that's not what I meant at all. Like, I can't even imagine doing rice and potatoes every night. So I've already bought my ticket to Ecuador, I've made the deposit, and then all of a sudden I get these concerns from them that the host family won't be okay with this. So a couple things I'm learning about a host family. The first is that you can't prepare your own food in their house. You're expected to eat what they will eat. And you're not really allowed to do anything different when it comes to diet. Of course, they make allowances for vegetarians that come there, and there's probably been somebody who's done paleo in Ecuador on this trip, and there might have even been vegans in the past. I don't know, um, but with the fruit thing, everybody starts freaking out. And everybody's getting really scared, and they're asking me to make compromises. And at this point, I can't go back to eating rice and potatoes every night. It's just, those things make me feel so sick and compromise my health so much that that is not a direction that I'm interested in going in. I don't want to be pushed into it, and that's why I contacted the teacher way beforehand to avoid this whole situation. Um, So, the teacher goes from thinking this can work to all of a sudden, we're not sure if we can make this work, and you already have the plans and the ticket, and you've already, allocated all your time this summer to the program. So it's kind of frustrating, and the question is, um, first of all, can I eat rice and potatoes? My answer is no. I'm a raw foodist. Um, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally. Um, I feel like I don't know, I don't see why it can't work. It's keto. Like, I've talked to friends in keto. It is so easy to be raw in keto, it's ridiculous. You can walk, to the supermarket next door and you just pick up a thing of bananas. But they don't feel that way about it, of course. Um, I remember even like when I went home for spring break, my mom was flipping out about it. I'm like, Mom, it's not that hard. You go pick out, a good fruit you get some mangoes at the store, you just get a whole bunch of them, and then I just eat mangoes. You don't have to cook anything, you don't have to clean anything. This isn't rocket science. It's not difficult. It's different, but it's not more difficult. I mean, it can be in some situations, but we're in Ecuador, and so the thing I wanted to share today is that I think it's reasonable for me to go raw vegan. I don't think I should have to compromise at all. And even though that there's this misunderstanding, we should not be